Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Maximus Black here with yet another Starcraft 2 mid-level commentary game, and we are in the Gold League. And up in the north position, we've got Nickedemus. Nickedemus. There we go. Nickedemus, which is a green Zerg. And in the south position, we have no other than Fatman, and he is a blue Protoss. So yes, we have a Zerg versus Protoss game. It is in the gold level league, and before I get too deep into the game, I want to remind everybody that had signed up for the tournament. The blog is updated with all of the 16 players that have made it in, and also there is a backup list. If you could please confirm that you are able to play in the tournament, we will write confirm on your name. That way your spot will be confirmed and held. If we do not hear from you by December 5th, I do believe is the date, you will be taken off the tournament. Please don't wait that long. If you're hearing this message now, go there, just shoot us an email, tell us that you will be making it in, and you'll be confirmed and ready to go. So yeah, I want to thank everybody that signed up for the tournament. I also want to thank everybody that has recently subscribed and have been checking us out. We're happy to have you. And yeah, so with that, we'll get in. Actually, no. Me and Adam have a really big special announcement that we're going to come out together and tell you guys about in the very near future. It is super exciting. We are doing so much with LAGTV, and we get a really great announcement for everybody coming up soon, so look out for that. I think everybody's going to be really happy about that. But yeah, so keep sending your replays, and let's get right into the action here. So it looks like Nickedemus, I'm going to call him Nick. And so it looks like Nick is building the spawning pool. Looks like you got a 14 pool. And down bottom here, Fatman just getting your typical pylon gateway, chronoing up the zealots. Whoa, he's got 3. Oh, and looks like we got a fast expansion here too. I like that. So to all you Protoss players, never ever build queue up 3 zealots. You don't want to do that because that's 300 minerals. You want to just queue up 1 at a time, 2 at max, and even that is pushing it. When you do 3, I mean, you're using 300 minerals, right? With those 300 minerals, you could have got a gas place going. You could have got a couple more probes building. I mean, he's not building his probes right now. He could have been getting more probes. He got a couple of gateways going. He could have got a cybernetics core. Just a bunch of different things he could have got going here. It looks like he's walling off, which is pretty good to do against the Zerg, because you never know about those lings that may come in. It looks like he did get some fast lings just to hold out his base. But yeah, like I was saying, you really don't want to queue up all that many zealots at once. Just try to do 1 at a time. It's okay if you're building 3 of them on 3 different gateways, because that way, they all finish at the same time and you're using your money wisely. But when you queue up 3, not a good thing. So anyway, he still hasn't built any probes for a while, and neither has Nick. It looks like, oh, there you go, there's some drones. So we got 15 drones to 11. The income is definitely favoring, well, not a whole lot. It's, as of right now, it is favoring Nick. But he does got that expansion, so we will be seeing more drones and more money coming into effect here very, very shortly. It looks like he's actually creeping up. Looks like he might be creeping down to this expansion here so he can get some speed in case he needs to run some queens and whatnot. So he is building another queen. So we actually may see one of these Zerg players that likes to mass queen and also get like Roach or something. He's not really gas intensive right now, so it looks like he may just be getting Ling and Queen, because he only has 1 gas place going and he only has a couple of drones going onto that gas place. So when you're a Protoss player, what he should be doing right now, for one, is scouting and kind of figuring out what the heck is going on up here. And he would see that he's not getting any gas. So that right there would tell you, okay, maybe I should go ahead and get some air units. And you can kind of weigh out your what you have to do in a good transition, because if he's not getting any gas, then, well, what can he get? If he's got 1 gas place going, yeah, he can get some Roach, not many of them. But basically, he only can get Queen and Ling. So You know, that's some red flags right there. So keep in mind, players, you always want to scout, even if you can get like an observer or something. Also, if you had a Dark Templar, it could be a time to go into Dark Temp, because he doesn't have any overseers, he hasn't built any evolution chambers, anything like that. The options are endless when you scout. As of right now, he's going Zealots. Zealots are actually really good against Ling and Queen, especially when you have Zealot charge, so you can get in there nice and close. But it looks like, damn, it looks like Nick is got 29 drones, so he is really droning up. I can only assume that his money is just going to skyrocket. And look at this. Blue. Just, ugh. You only have 13 probes, man. You haven't built a probe in about 3 minutes. That is bizarre. It is uncalled for. Should not take place. He's basically just kind of building Zealots, and that's it. If you want to max out Zealots, Fatman, build some probes so you can build Zealots even quicker. You haven't built any drones or any probes in the longest time. Wow, that's not impressive at all. But you know what? This is a lower level game. We do it, but I mean, still, 13 probes is unnecessary. It just should not take place. So it looks like he is, look at this, 960 minerals compared to Blue's 50. 33 drone count to Blue's 13, now 14, ooh baby, 14 drone count, or a probe count. So that right there speaks volumes. I can only imagine that Green here is going to steamroll. And I mean just a whole just massive roll of steam. Just steamroll this guy, because look at this, 1,400 minerals. It looks like he's actually going to be creeping all the way down into front of the base. It actually looks like Fatman is going to attack right now, and he is going to be hating life, because basically what these queens can do is they can just keep healing themselves over and over again. If one gets hurt, close to death, one will heal, and it's a vicious cycle. All these queens have really good charge right now, so I'm sure we're going to see that. Looks like this queen may go down. It lets one of the queens die. Not good. Wants to be able to heal those as fast as possible. These Zealots right now are hating life. Stalker's going down with these, and these queens are doing some serious damage. I think only one queen fell that time. He wants to heal up these queens as much as possible, getting in the Lings there to do some damage, keeping the Zealots occupied while the queens are back there doing some serious damage. Once did a really poor job there at using transfusion and you know, healing your queens. You want to continuously do that. All these are really low. He should be using these to heal each other right now. That's the only critique I could really say at this point. Doing a fantastic job at creeping up. Minerals right now at 2,200 compared to 190. So that right there speaks volumes. You know, still only 12 gas. So it looks like he actually just took off his last probe that was actually mining gas, and it looks like he has completely decided to go mass Ling. I basically think he just wanted 100 gas just to get Ling speed, and it looks like he's actually going to be just massing out on this. And what do we get going on here? Oh wow, we got some spine crawlers. It looks like he's building 5 spine crawlers in the middle. This is going all the way bad for Fatman right now. What can Fatman do at this point? There's a couple of things he can do. For one, he could scout, something that he hasn't been doing. For two, he could build some probes, because he only has 18 and 1 assimilator. This here, I'm starting to get angry. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Starting to get a little upset. I know this is lower level play, but come on, guys. You know, especially when you see the amount of stuff that Green has. I mean, look, he's just gonna rip through this, and then decides to go up there and attack again with what? 5 Zealots and 1 Stalker? You know that he's got 6 or 7 queens and a bunch of Ling. So basically, he's gonna get steamrolled. And look at this, 2,900 minerals. I will say though, when you have this much minerals, he should be building more hatcheries, because he is maxing out on Queen and Ling. The more hatcheries you have, the more Queen and Ling you can produce quicker, especially Queens, because you only can queue up 1 at a time. And when you have, you know, 2,800 minerals, why not go ahead and build 4 more hatcheries right around this area, and just really just start pumping out the queens. I mean, it is obvious that he is going to win this game at this rate. So, I mean, he may be like, you know what, screw it, I'm not going to really go all out on this guy. But why not? You know what I mean? If you're going to humiliate somebody like this, you might as well do it in good fashion. So, yeah, so it looks like he's actually moving these spine crawlers up. I'm really liking this play. It's almost like he's now going to spine crawler out the front of this base so he cannot get out of his own base. And basically, he's just going to get ruined here. 3,000 minerals. Looks like he is getting a little bit more gas. If I was blue right now and I didn't have anything, I would be getting more gas, and I probably would try and do one of those last-ditch effort Dark Temp attacks where you could save up probably about 10 Dark Templar and just wipe out all of this real quick. Or even skip wiping out all this and just running it right up here and going right for that spawning pool, taking that out, and just getting rid of all production right there, and then taking out the hatcheries, and then worrying about the units. You know, and not giving away the fact that you have Dark Temp, because if you were to get Dark Temp right now and attack these units, he would only go and build a layer up here, get a evolution chamber, and just start pumping out all kinds of stuff here so you could see the Dark Temp. But, you know, if you were to get Dark Temp right now, I would strictly go up there and attack key structures to make it so he couldn't advance and get those proper structures to see Dark Temp. But it looks like this player, Fatman, isn't getting enough gas, doesn't have nearly enough gas, is getting a Void Ray, which is going to be useless against Queen, because Queen actually ripped through Void Ray, especially when you're healing. So look at all these spine crawlers right now. We've got about 8 spine crawlers up front here, with probably, we got 38 Ling, 51 Ling, and 12 Queen up at the front of his base here, just ripping them. You know, almost 5,000 minerals right now. Like I said, he should be getting a few more hatcheries. I mean, the game is... I'm going to go ahead and GG. And he left the game. Fatman just left the game. So it looks like that is it, folks. Wow. This was interesting. It was... I actually never watched this replay before I casted it. The gentleman that sent this in said that it's definitely worth casting, and it definitely was worth casting. This is a really, really different build. I like it. It's really aggressive. The only thing I don't like about it is the average player, I mean, that is better than Fatman, could take advantage of the fact that you aren't getting gas and that you aren't at least getting a layer, and keeping open the option of, you know, going into Mutor or getting Roach or anything that, or Hydralisk, anything, even though you necessarily won't go that far, but having that option, especially when you have the minerals that you have and it's really not going to cost you anything in the game. I would have liked to see you have done that instead of just solely focusing on that. Sure, you can solely focus on getting Queen and Ling, but keep your options open. I mean, wow, this was a really, really, really aggressive build. I'd actually love to see somebody else try this build and send it in to me. I want to see if this actually works. I mean, Fatman, he wasn't the greatest player. Sorry, I mean, I don't want to hate on you, but he wasn't the greatest player. So, I mean, this build really wasn't challenged the way it should have been. Sure, it worked really well this time. It was really aggressive creep all the way down. I really liked the spine crawlers and the positions you put them in. But anyways, yeah, I'd really like to see somebody else do the same sort of build and send it in to me. And I'll take a look, and I might even cast it. But yeah, so I won't ramble on too much. Rate, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, do backflips. We love you. We love hearing from you. Check out, keep sending in replays, guys. This channel can't run without you. So send in the replays. Check out our blog. If you're in the tournament, remember, check that out. I'm going to have more commentaries coming up. We got a big announcement coming up. And, man, this is awesome, guys. Thank you very much. We love you. Maximus Black signing out. Peace out.